Hey, what up, y'all? This your boy, Mr. Smash Every Blazing Record, and you are now tuned in to the Sit Down Show, available only on YouTube and UTV. Let's get into it. All right, how about this? What's up, you guys? It's your boy, Mr. Smash Every Blazing Record, and I want to welcome you to a special episode of the Sit Down Show. I wouldn't really consider this an official episode to the new season, but I did want to come and bring you guys an update on some things PMC ENT Network related. So I'm actually going to go ahead and switch over to my other seat over here and make myself a little bit more comfortable, and then we're going to get into that news. So give me a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now I'm over here on the other side. Again, this is an episode of the Sit Down Show, but I wouldn't really consider it an official episode because we don't have a guest, and I'm not really going to be. I'm kind of going along the lines of what the show is about, but basically, this is just an update on things PMC ENT Network related. So first of all, I want to remind you guys, if you haven't already heard, that we are rebooting hashtag Freestyle America. This will be season 4, and I've already started receiving videos for that. I've already started receiving videos for that show, so if you guys want to be a part of it, make sure that you get your videos into me as soon as possible. But for those of you who are unsure of the requirements and stuff like that, let me just go ahead and break it down to you one more time here real quick. Excuse me. So basically, you want to get in front of your camera. It could be something like this, or you want to be creative, but at the same time, you could just do a basic shot of you sitting down or you standing up, or it doesn't matter how you want to shoot your video. All you need to do is get in front of your camera. You want to shoot your video. It needs to be a verse. We're really looking just for 16s. Now, there's some people who are trying to, do full songs and stuff like that. We're really not looking for that. That was never really the concept of the show. The concept was to basically, just come with your hottest 16 and, impress the people. So what I want you guys to do, if you're watching this video and you want to be a part of hashtag Freestyle America, all you need to do is get in front of your camera, record a 16. That's it, just 16 bars with or without a beat. And it can be a freestyle or it can be a written. And when I say freestyle, I don't mean get in front of your camera and spit something that you wrote without looking at the paper and calling it a freestyle. I mean straight off the top freestyle, not written, never before heard, never before released anywhere. It needs to be straight off the top of the dome, and then as far as writtens, if you write it, I would like for you guys to write it specifically for the show. But if you do have something that you maybe wrote a long time ago and you never released it on a track, you never put it on a video anywhere, nobody's ever heard it, it's just something that's been sitting in an old notebook or something like that for a while, and you want to use it for the show, you're more than welcome to do that. But again, make sure that it has not been heard, make sure that it has not been released, make sure that it is exclusive basically for the show if it's something older. But again, I would prefer if you guys actually wrote something specifically for the show. That way we know that it wasn't already used. So you'll record your videos with the methods that I just instructed you, and then once you have your video, you will send your video in to me. Now you can do that by either sending it to me on Facebook Messenger, depending on how big it is, because of course you can't send big files on Facebook Messenger. So depending on how big your file is, you guys can send it to me on Facebook Messenger, or can send it to me through my email. You can either try to email it directly to me if it's small enough, but if that doesn't work, you guys can use Dropbox or Google Drive. My email for Dropbox is pmcent2015 at yahoo.com. My email for Google Drive is hunka2007 at gmail.com. So you can send them to me through those methods, and one of those options should work. So get your videos in as soon as possible so we can get the new season of the show kicked off. Next announcement. As you see right here, the UTV app, for those of you who haven't already, please go and download this app right here. This is the UTV app. Right now, I'll give you a breakdown of the app. So on the app, you guys can actually watch UTV, which is my internet television streaming station. We stream 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So on that station, we actually stream YouTube content from independent artists or independent guys around the world. And there's also an option for us to upload our own content into the program. So we have a few videos of our own content that we uploaded directly in there. So they are UTV exclusives. So as I said, you guys can watch UTV. Just a moment, because let me go grab my phone. I'm actually going to bring up the app. Now, you guys aren't going to see it because it's just on my phone, and I don't have my phone connected to my computer in any way. But so, okay, on the home page, you have the UTV, which I just explained is internet content from YouTubers and also some exclusive content of my own. That you can watch right there. As a matter of fact, hashtag Give What You Can tour. The first one that we did on 10/5/19 is actually streaming right now. I know y'all can't see it. Anyways, that's UTV. Up next, we have hashtag the PMC ENT show. That's my internet radio station. It's actually currently down right now, but there are still a couple of, or at least one episode that you can go back and and listen to again. I do intend to bring the show back, but of course, I always go through these little periods where I take the show down because of how little interaction that the show is actually getting. That comes from the artists who send the music in. A lot of them don't even actually listen to the show. And then also just from other listeners and viewers around the world, we haven't really gained enough of a, I don't know, I guess the show really hasn't gained enough of a backing for me to want to continue to produce it right now. And then also, I mentioned this in one of my last videos, but I actually kind of just started slacking myself. I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to come home after work and do an episode or like try to pre-tape some ahead of time. And with the lack of not getting enough new music, and then between that and me just being lazy, I kind of just let the show go down. But we will reboot hashtag the PMC ENT show because, of course, we have been operating that for 6, 7, 8 years or so now. I'm not really sure when I started the show, but it's been a while, maybe even about 10 years or so now. So we go through these little phases where we go up and down, but we will be back, ladies and gentlemen. So if you guys have music that you would like to have featured on the show, all you have to do is go ahead and drop it in my inbox, man, in my email, pmcent2015 at yahoo.com, and your tracks will get featured on the show. If we can start getting new music as of now, then I would go ahead and reboot the show, but I don't have any new music to feature, and I don't like to run the same songs in every single episode, so that's the reason we let the show go down. Um, Up next on the app, you guys, it has a direct link to my Facebook. You guys can check that out. You can log in here, I believe, and then it'll actually give you the full page. You can go check on all the updates, all my Facebook updates and stuff like that. We have an option here for you to read a little bit about us, where we're located, our phone number, email, stuff like that. We have another tab where you guys can actually share the app. So please, if you already have the app downloaded, please share the app. Let your friends know about it. Let your family know about it. So please do that for us. Share the app. After that, we have an option where you guys can actually donate to become an investor in the app. If you would like to do that, you guys can click there, read about it, and go ahead and make your donations or your investments. I wouldn't say a donation; it's an investment. We want to be, particular about that. After that, we have one of our merch pages here. You guys can check out some of our T-shirts, different hoodies, etc., etc. After that, we have our YouTube page where you guys can check out some of our latest YouTube content. We have our Twitter page, which I don't really post to Twitter too often, but there are some other platforms that I use that whenever I do post, it'll actually send out to Twitter as well. So every now and then you may get a Twitter update, but for the most part, not really too much on Twitter. If you do hit me up on Twitter, though, I will, respond. Or if you, retweet something or whatever, I'll go check it out. I'm not saying that I won't use it at all, but I'm more on Facebook, doing posting and stuff like that. I'm gonna have to make this video quick because I've been having bad allergies and my eyes are starting to bother me. Getting real irritated. After that, we have our shoe page, which I actually need to go update again and put the rest of the shoes back up there. They're available for pre-order right now. Then the last thing we have is UTV, but this is the UTV on demand where you can actually scroll through. All you have to do is turn your phone sideways like this. And of course my phone rotation isn't on right now, so it didn't flip the screen. But you would turn your phone in this mode right here, and then it'll actually bring up a full size player with a control option to where you can actually go through and scroll and decipher which shows you actually want to watch. You can click on the show and start watching it, be able to rewind and fast forward through it, stuff like that, instead of on the original tab where you would have to wait for that show to come on, just like you would on a normal television schedule. Over here, you can choose what show you want to watch at whatever time you want to watch it. You can replay it as many times as you want. So that's UTV on demand. Okay, so again, y'all go download the UTV app. It's available on the Google Play Store, as you can see right there. All you have to do is search PMC ENT Network, or you guys can actually search UTV. You can actually search UTV app, but you'll have to scroll down a bit. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and do that one time just to show you how far you'd have to scroll to actually find that app. Again, my eyes are irritated, so sorry if I'm making like weird faces or anything like that. My eyes are burning and itching. So oh, I was about to say, is it really not going to show up? Okay, so it's a little bit down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So if you search UTV app in the Google Play Store, you'll have to scroll down to about the 15th app, and then you'll see my app, UTV app. But if you search PMC ENT Network, all one word, it'll be the first app that pops up, so you guys can go ahead and search it that way, make it a little bit faster, or you can search UTV app. It don't matter. It will pop up. So that's hashtag Freestyle America. That's UTV. Next, I wanted to talk about a little bit about the Sit Down Show, which is the show that you're currently watching. Now, normally this show is exclusive to YouTube and UTV, but I wanted to bring my Facebook audience an episode because this is where a lot of my following actually is. So if you guys are watching this show right now and you're actually not a subscriber on my YouTube, please go subscribe to the YouTube channel, PMCENT Network on YouTube. Please go subscribe to our channel, hit the bell so that way you guys get notified whenever we come out with some new content. We're looking to get at least 1,000 subscribers. If we could do that, that would make things a little better on our end. So go hit the subscribe button on the YouTube. Now, next I want to hold on, you guys. I'm about to check the video just to see how it's doing. I see you guys can't really see me too much. Let me also adjust something else real quick, which you guys will probably actually see this in the live feed, but needs to be done. So, oops. Ooh. I'm actually gonna turn this light on, give us some extra lighting in here. All right, I'm back. Now I kind of lost track of where I was at. We talked about we talked about UTV. I talked about we talked about UTV. I talked about hashtag the PMCENT show. I was getting ready to talk about damn, I lost track of where I was at. I don't write this stuff down. Sorry, y'all. I think I was getting ready to talk about this show here. Now, like I said, normally the Sit Down Show is a YouTube and UTV exclusive, which means that I don't air here on Facebook. But the only reason I wanted to air this is just because a lot of my following is here. And like I said, if you guys haven't already, please go subscribe to my YouTube channel, PMCENT Network. Now, with the Sit Down Show, we actually tried to make our re-debut not yesterday, but maybe the day before yesterday. We had my homegirl Lil Love on the show. She actually has decided to change her name, so I will no longer refer to her as Little Love. Her name is now Amor Vela. So Amor was supposed to be on the show, and we actually had her on the show, but there was a lot of technical difficulty, if that's what you want to call it, between our communication signals. She was actually calling us via vMix call from her home, so there was a lot of interference with the connection or something. I'm not sure, but that actually was supposed to be the debut episode of the show. But we will be re-debuting with an official episode of the Sit Down Show here shortly. As I mentioned to you guys, I'm trying to get the homie Cartoon or the homie The Real Don Polo or anybody else. If anybody is watching this right now, you're an independent artist, you have something that you want to talk about, you want to sit down with me, have an interview, you guys can come here and be live in the studio, or we could try to get a video call going. Now, the issue with Lil Love, I think I may have resolved that issue a bit. Not saying that the whole interview we would go no skipping or anything like that, but I think I did resolve that issue for the majority of that problem. So we're gonna try that again here pretty soon. We're gonna try to get Lil Love back, or Amor, excuse me. We're gonna try to get Amor back on the show to reconduct that interview. And also, I have an announcement for those of you who haven't already seen. I will be conducting a interview with D-Lay. D-Lay is a comedian. He has appeared on BET. He's appeared on HBO. You see him on your phone every day. You know, if you're a subscriber of his, you see him on your phone on YouTube and on Facebook and stuff like that. I'm actually going to be conducting an interview with him. He just released a book. It's actually available for pre-order right now. You guys can go and pre-order that by visiting his website, itsdlay.com. That's itsdlai.com. Y'all go check it out. Pre-order his new book, The Journey Behind the Smile. I'm going to be conducting an interview with him shortly. I just want to make sure that all of my streaming equipment is up to par, because we don't want to have those same issues with him that we had with Little Love with Amore a few days ago. So we're going to try to get that going here for you guys pretty soon. Make sure you tune into that. And the only way you'll be able to see that interview right there is if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, because, again, this is a YouTube and UTV exclusive show, which means that other than this episode that you're watching right now, you probably won't ever get another episode of this show on Facebook. So that's just how that goes. Now, another announcement that I wanted to make is that I did plan on trying to get another hashtag Get What You Can tour show up and going. So if you're an independent artist, you're from the area, preferably, because I'm not paying for this show. It's going to be a free show out at the park, just like we did last time. So I'm not getting paid. You guys won't be getting paid or anything like that. But if you just want to go out there and perform, have a good time, hit me up. I'm trying to get this popping as soon as possible, within like the next 2-3 weeks maybe, or as soon as possible. So if you guys are independent artists and you want to perform at the hashtag Get What You Can tour, please hit me up. Let's make that happen. The funds, if we are able to raise any, will actually go towards MOBCW, which is also the next thing I wanted to talk about. Now, for those of you who've been keeping up with me, I mentioned a few days ago that I was trying to actually purchase the wrestling ring for MOBCW, but they were having an issue processing my card. Turns out the issue with that is the fact that my card actually has like a fraud protection limit on it, so you actually can't spend more than a certain amount without it declining for some sort of fraudulent protection thing. So that's the reason that I haven't been able to order, because the balance for the ring actually exceeds the protection balance that they have placed on my card, which means that until I get that part situated, that's going to be on hold for a little bit. But I'm going to try to make that happen as soon as possible. And whenever I say this stuff, it's not just words. These are going to be put into motion very quick. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I'm kind of sick here, so I'm actually going to have to get going here pretty soon. I want to shout out anybody who's watching right now, or anybody who may have tuned in to this episode. I've discussed a lot of things. Like I said, hashtag Freestyle America. We want to get that going again. So if you guys haven't already, start recording your videos, get them sent in. Make sure you do not share them. Do not upload them. Do not share them with anyone, any social media platform, none of that. Make sure you send it directly to me, and that's it. Don't share it. Don't preview it. Don't do any of that. Send it to me and wait for it to air on the show. Hashtag the PFC ENT show, like I said, is currently down, but we will be rebooting that sometime soon. I just need you guys to get me some new music to feature. And with that, it's free, ladies and gentlemen. It's free. I'm playing you guys' music for free. All you have to do is just tune in and spread the word. So that's all I ask for that. Again, if you haven't already, go download the UTV app. It's only available on Androids right now, but eventually we will be trying to expand that over to iPhones as well. We just need to get more of a bigger growing on it. You know, right now we've had over 50 downloads, but we're trying to get that up into the thousands or even hundreds of thousands of downloads. So you guys go download the UTV app. I know it's kind of generic right now, but I'm still just, figuring things out. I'm not a web designer. I'm not a coder. I'm not any of that type of stuff. So I'm just figuring this stuff out as I go along. And I'm also just trying to wait on, other third party suppliers to come out with the right products and the right software and stuff that I need to be able to integrate with my app to make that a little bit better for you guys. But as of right now, that's what we're working with. I actually do need to go and change the list of shows on UTV because I know that's been running for probably 3 weeks to a month now, maybe. So I know I need to go change up some of those shows. There's actually some new shows that I could put on there, such as NUW, which I mentioned in one of my previous videos on my Make or Break Championship Wrestling page, that NUW did make their return to YouTube, and I'll be putting some new episodes of that up there. Also, Sketch and Sound, I know he's got a couple of new episodes that I'll be featuring up there. Also, some content that I'm going to be taking off of UTV, taking out of rotation. But if you guys are YouTubers, you guys got some content that you want featured on UTV, drop your links in the comments below on this video, and I will place your content on UTV. And then make sure you go download the app to check it out. One other thing I wanted to mention is that I was planning on doing this today, but I'm not really sure how it's going to play out. But I was thinking about actually doing a live music stream. I wouldn't call it a music review because I'm not actually going to criticize your music or critique the music. But what I was going to do is, have people cash at me a couple of bucks to play their music here live on Facebook. Now, with this ATEM Mini machine that I have, that you guys have heard me talk so much about, I can actually route the sound from like my phone to the ATEM. So instead of you guys having to listen to the music playing in the background of some speakers or something like that and listening to a whole bunch of background noise, you'll actually get the track directly into the stream. So I was thinking about doing that. I don't know, you guys can let me know how you guys feel about that. We could potentially make that happen, but I was thinking maybe $2, $2 per play, and you just drop it in the Cash App, and then send me your tracks. We'll do SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, whatever it is that we can open up on our device. We'll go ahead and play that for you guys, and if I can't, then I'll reimburse your cash. But you guys let me know what you think about me doing something like that. Again, I did mention in a previous video that I have some other YouTube content ideas that I've come up with that I would like to put into production, but I do need you guys to I need some people to help me out, for one, with production, and also just I need you guys to go subscribe to the YouTube channel, because a lot of this stuff, matter of fact, all of the stuff is going to be YouTube and UTV exclusive. Eventually, everything is going to move exclusively to UTV. The only thing I'm really waiting on now is for the producers, or the publishers, I should say, of UTV to actually integrate a live streaming platform or whatever it is, for me to be actually able to live stream directly to UTV. Once we get that into motion, then everything that you see PMC ENT Network orientated will most likely be exclusively on UTV. So that's that. Hopefully you guys were listening. Hopefully you guys caught up on everything. If you didn't, you can always go back and watch this video after it's over. Anything else I need to mention to you guys? Again, I said that I wanted to get a hashtag Give What You Can tour show going. I was also even thinking about rebooting the indie shows, where you guys can actually have the opportunity to make some cash, go out there and perform for a good 20-30 minutes, and have fun. But with the indie shows, we weren't making no money really. Like there was a couple of shows, yeah, we did pretty good, but a lot of those shows out of nine, well, yeah, out of nine shows, I probably spent way more than what any of us ever made. So I'm not 100% on bringing the indie shows back, but if maybe I put out a poll on Facebook and you guys voted and we got, a good decent amount of votes for me to bring the indie shows back, then I would go ahead and do that. But uh, unless I knew for sure that we were going to have not only artists wanting to participate in that, but also just people wanting to come and watch the show, then that's not something I'm willing to really invest in right now. But again, shout out to anybody who may be watching right here, right now. I know I'm watching over here just to make sure that the stream is running clear, and I am in love with this system. It's crazy that that it skipped and stuff the way it did when we tried to do that interview the other day, because since I've been streaming 31 minutes now, and I haven't seen a skip yet. I haven't seen a lag yet, which is great. So I'm in love with this system, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't already heard about it, it's the ATEM Mini from Blackmagic. And then I have a ASRock Desk Mini computer with like a decent graphics card and all that good stuff. So this is how I'm bringing you guys this video. Now I'm actually gonna go back over to my other chair because I'm getting ready to end this episode. I want to thank everybody who may have tuned in. So I'm gonna go over back to my other spot real quick. All right. Get the mic. Click this mic on real quick. All right, y'all. That's gonna do it for me here on this special, what I guess I would call a special episode of the Sit Down Show, because like I said, we normally wouldn't be streaming on Facebook, and so this is just an exclusive sit down with me personally. Now normally I would have a guest on the show, we'd be doing some questions, whatever, but like I said, right now this is just an exclusive interview with me to give you guys an update on some of the things going on PMC ENT Network related. Now a lot of this stuff, I guess that's one other thing I forgot to mention. I mean, as much as I talk about MOBCW, I brought up the whole situation with the ring and me not being able to order it at the moment because of the card issue. But that's not going to take very long, ladies and gentlemen. That is not going to take me very long to get that issue fixed. So if you guys haven't already, please go visit the website, www.mobcw.jimdofree.com. Go read all the details, ladies and gentlemen, and fill out an application if you want to be a part of MOBCW. That business there, if things correlate, should bring hundreds of jobs to people in the community, part-time or not, But if you guys have the skills to be able to apply to what I'm doing, why not go ahead and do that and be able to earn decent money in the process? And when I say that because like there's positions that I'm offering, such as like graphics designers and video editors and things like that. We actually have a college here, Eastern New Mexico University, for those of you who don't know. And if they offer any of those courses there and you're training to do that type of stuff, why not be able to actually put what you're learning into motion and be able to earn some revenue from it? Why not? So that's a thing that I plan to try to take to a whole new level. Like nothing that you will ever be able to search on YouTube or any other video website will most likely ever compared to what I'm trying to put my business on the scale of, if that made any sense. So I am going to, where did I leave my mouse? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I left my mouse over there. So I need to get up and grab it, or I can't stop the stream. Alrighty then. So, anyways, that's gonna do it for me, your boy Mr. Smash. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. But you guys make sure that y'all stay posted. Go subscribe to the YouTube page, because we will be back with more of the Sit Down Show. Also, rate these bars as well. We will be coming back with some new episodes of that. So if you guys are interested in anything PMC ENT Network related, make sure that you go subscribe to our YouTube page, PMC ENT Network, and also go download the UTV app, available on Google Android devices. Y'all go check it out. All right, I'm gonna get up out of here now.